Hey, short video that might keep some of you awake at night. Remember when the big fuss was about 5G and that it was 5G that was making people sick in Wuhan? But then people started getting sick all over the world where there is no 5G? While we're focusing on 5G, it was already a system in place that does exactly what 5G does and more. Can you guess what it is? Well, you already know, it's in the title. It's the antennas. We just forgot about those, didn't we? Remember when I pointed out the connection between the antennas and dead birds falling out of the sky? Well, that and mass fish die-off has been happening again, at least once every month since November all over the planet. Not all at the same time, it's a different place each month. It's a strange coincidence that people all over the world, the ones that's getting sick for real, are getting sick at the same rate birds and fish are popping up dead. Why is this important? Let me first tell you a story. When I was stationed in Germany, we used to go to this club in Frankfurt called the Music Hall. I was so in love with this club. That club is the reason I like to party all the time. Their sound system was amazing. They had this huge stage where you could go and dance while the DJ spin on the opposite end of the building. Huge club. What was so cool about this stage is that the stage was a speaker itself. They incorporated large woofers inside the stage. If I remember correctly, it was 18 2-foot woofers. I don't know the exact inches. And at the time, the song that had the most bass was raw bass, It Takes Two.
Hit it!
I went way back with that one, didn't I? I used to love when that song come on, but in this club it caught me off guard. When the bass dropped on that song and you was close enough to the stage, and you didn't even have to be that close, the sound would vibrate all your insides and all the cells in your body. It was a really weird feeling. It was almost like you could feel your body becoming unstable and you think you might melt, but it felt kind of good at the same time because it was the right frequency. The sound even made your clothes flap and it wouldn't be any breeze. It was crazy. Who came up with that idea? Okay, that was a background story because I'm trying to make a point. Now I'm going to tell you another story. It may not be true, but it's very possible. I'm not sure just yet. Remember when I talked about John Hutchison that he figured out how to manipulate atoms using electromagnetic frequency? Just keep that in mind. While people that have no symptoms voluntarily giving up their DNA because they're spooked will be the first ones to take the vaccine. Before you take a vaccine, ask yourself how many commercials you see a day where some lawyer talking about suing a pharmaceutical company over a drug they first claimed was safe. Don't be those people included in a class action lawsuit over a COVID vaccine. You might not be able to enjoy the money. They make so much money they don't even care if they get sued. They have so much money set aside just in case they lose a lawsuit. While the world leaders collecting everyone's DNA for their future digital currency system, they can use your DNA to test what frequency that would destabilize your DNA's molecules. Everyone has their own unique frequency. It's like when a person sings the right note and shatter a wine glass.
The glass finally submits to Derek's singing. But what in the name of science is going on?
This trick works due to a bit of science called resonance, and that's basically vibrations. Everything around us is vibrating. Now, the glass vibrates at a certain frequency, and that can be replicated in a sound wave.
Here, this is how it sounds. That's the natural frequency of the wine glass. If you can excite it with your voice at the same frequency, it will shatter.
When he starts to kind of sing or produce his note at a certain frequency, the glass molecules ever so slightly start to vibrate.
And that's what actually throws the straw out. That's how he knows he's hitting the right note.
You get to a critical period where, bang, the molecules can't hold together anymore. The vibrations are so great, they literally rip apart.
And if you're tempted to shatter your family's best wine glass, remember, our Daredevil is wearing safety glasses.
And the bass in that speaker system I was talking about. If that sound is enough to vibrate your insides, then the right frequency is enough to vibrate your molecules and cause it to destabilize. Now, if you ever become a threat to the power structure, they could find your DNA that you provided and tune HAARP to start breaking down your cells. It won't kill you right away. It will just make you extremely ill till you die. People would think it's cancer, like high-dose chemotherapy that's specific to one person. They won't even have to look for you. Or they could set it for a certain group that share a common molecule combination. Makes you wonder why blood type A more susceptible to COVID-19. Why you worried about 5G, which is just as bad? Just think they already have a massive 5G, or shall I say frequency generator in place, because it's not actually 5G. People start getting sick, 5G with its already bad reputation once installed will get all the blame, and HAARP remains unchallenged. As I said earlier, I'm not saying this is what's happening, I'm saying it's very possible. Look for the coincidences. Stay woke, stay safe. They're doing way more than we want to believe. These people are not looking out for your best interest when you think you're doing the right thing by getting tested when you have no symptoms. Now with some jobs, you're going to have a decision to make once they start requiring you to be tested to continue working. For the others, you want to get back at the criminal cabal? Don't make it easy for them. Make them fall behind schedule. That's when they start making more mistakes. Well, as I said, short video, there's more coming. And as always, thank you for sharing your time with me. Peace.